Alrighty, what's going on, folks? Doing a stream. Figured, do something a little different. Alrighty, what's going on, folks? Doing a Alright. First things first, let's fix that. Alrighty, so Star Ocean. This is the sixth game in the Star Ocean series. This is Star Ocean: The Divine Force. This comes after Star Ocean 5, which was, like a lot of the Star Ocean part. And so 5 was Integrity and Faithlessness, I think was the name of it, like the full subtext of it. Star Ocean 4 was The Last Hope. There is the 4K/HD remake, remaster that is available for it that I would actually recommend you guys play. 5, you don't really need to play. It's an alright game. It's not as bad as people kind of rag on it for being a bad game, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be.
So, if we provide it with more of this,
let's get into this. This is probably maybe 10 minutes into it so far. And you were attacked, and you have crash landed on a planet. So this is on the Xbox Series X. You can select between fidelity and performance mode, graphics or performance. Which one do you want?
Magnificent.
And right now we're looking at prettier graphics. This is kind of reminds me of like clear high-end PS3 game, to be really honest.
Also ejected from the Edis. No passenger signal detected.
Is there a town or something in that direction? Not a town, no. Only the Madoom ruins.
Albert, you must see this.
Highness. Thanks for the info. Oh, and gonna hang on to this for a while longer. Halt! Sorry, buddy, but no can do.
Hold there. We will accompany you. The ruins can be a treacherous place. And two friendly locals.
Now, this is definitely not going to be a game for everybody. I'll be the first to admit. I would also like to point out you can have a dual heroes as far as like who do you start with? Do you start with her, Letitia, or do you go with the guy I'm playing, which is Raymond?
As you wish.
That is a selection you get to make in the very beginning of the game.
Awesome.
Kind of different narrative start, I'm going to assume.
Roger that.
It's kind of like one of my other favorite games is Scarlet Nexus, which kind of gives you that same option.
You guys. I'll explain the ins and outs of all this junk once I know my crew's safe. So, we got a deal?
Yes, we do. Shall we then, Raymond?
Wait. No more full name stuff. Just Ray is good.
All right. Ray.
All right, Ray.
Awesome. Okay, let's move.
So the whole concept of Star Ocean is sci-fi meets fantasy. Sci-fi meets low fantasy, not low fantasy, but fantasy. And the way it goes about it is it takes elements of, think Star Trek, where you have the pre-warp civilizations, and kind of sometimes Star Trek, and and sometimes you get like the Enterprise, or sometimes you'll get Voyager, or sometimes you'll get insert group here that'll meddle in a pre-warp civilization, kind of the same deal. But this adds sorcery and swords and stuff. So this is also a little bit different in that it's more open worldy as opposed to some of the other games as well. As far as that, I wonder how far I can go.
We are approaching the Madoom ruins. If we follow the pillars to the west, it should come into view. Can you tell our direction by reading the stars?
Nah, but don't worry. I got this.
Oh, very well. Shall we then?
I'm going the opposite direction. I want to see what this is going to let me do. I want to explore.
Watch your step! There is naught ahead but a sheer cliff!
Yikes.
The Madoom ruins are across the other side. Let us proceed with caution.
That's not where you have me going.
It's this way, right?
Okay, press the bumper to dodge.
Correct. Let us continue along this path.
Everyone all right? Been a while since I've swung a sword around, but
You change characters. Controls. First up. First down.
my muscles are gonna be pissed at me tomorrow.
Okay, so at least they make controlling characters easy. That's nice to see.
So the forest is full of monsters at night, huh? Guess I'm lucky to have met some people out here. Even if they are little people.
Bleed! No more than you deserve.
Gain the level. Sweet. SP advancement. Blah blah blah. Okay, let's see. You can start your characters, check the stats, change level, strength of your level, excuse needed. Musical, magical. Status, elements. Blah, blah, blah. Combos. Let's see. Ringer. Brush. This one has some backup. see. Passive skills, don't have anything. Expand SP to increase levels and strengthen abilities. You can obtain SP by leveling up using items. Which one do we want? We want combat skills. Oh, combat skills it is.
Can't wait to see how much better I do.
Ooh, campfires.
About time for a rest.
See how these play out. See if these are like single. Yeah, okay. They are literally just scene transitions. Awesome. Love it when they do that.
This will prove most useful. Q Rang?
Do.
Those stairs, they lead to the entrance of the ruins.
Got it. Let's go.
Steady, everyone. They were fools to try.
Arms are killing me.
Our road gets stronger. To fight another day.
Let's see, there we go. Treasure chest.
Wait.
Silver. Down that way.
Enemies. Dead end.
Prevail.
See that? We're done here.
You know what's sad? The only thing I can think of playing this game so thus far is, you know, Homer's, ooh, and another one, ooh, and another one.
Enemies up ahead. Early bird, no back.
Nothing shall see us deterred.
Enemy defeated. Quest completed for something, and I have no idea what. Oh, you're not gonna let me, are you? You're gonna wait until I get the stupid jetpack thing. Yep. Wait. That's not cool. Haha. I win.
Sweet.
So Fool, ironically Foil, is this game's version of, you know, money and stuff. So how long we're going to be streaming, I have no idea, but we will see. Alright, jump to higher locations, thanks.
Sweet. Sweet. These stairs look a little dangerous. Even if we did try to climb them, they'd probably give way.
So where do I need to go?
And then perhaps we should go around. The west side looks scalable.
That
does
wall
it
looks
not?
scalable. Well, does it not? Aqua berries. I'm trying to remember what those actually cover. I believe aqua berries cover stamina, not stamina. Like HP. Okay, can't look that way. Oh, shortcut. Good deal. There's that.
Visibility is poor in such darkness. Pray mind your footing.
I'm good. So long as
Enemy
whatever we
encounter.
just saw doesn't show its ugly face again.
It holds dominion over this area. Rarely should it appear at all.
Well, that is comforting.
Alright.
Will be ours.
I hear ya.
No more than you deserve.
Another day.
Shock, surprise. Alright, that's everybody there. Now is there any more enemies up here? Before I do that, all these guys are level 2. This character's getting learn new skills and adjacent modes. Okay, cool. So we'll do that for skill 3. Got 16%. Easy. Intelligence is up. Oh, interesting. Close menu confirm that. Alright, so this is gonna be very combat heavy.
Killer move. Pretty used to fighting monsters too, by the look of it. Is that how it is for everyone that lives here?
Yes. Well, more or less.
Whoa.
Three. Alrighty, so skill 2 for that, and we will go and fight some more. And treasure chests. Anything of interest? Nope, nope, nope. So the one thing this game reminds me of so far, like just the map structure and stuff, this reminds me a lot more of Xenoblade Chronicles, like the first one
So,
specifically.
this is Madoom, huh? It's friggin' massive.
Not as big, but like hubby, as far as like the areas that you have are very hub world.
As written in the old texts.
Okay, we can get all of that, but I'll save the Q&A for later. For now, let's focus on getting in and getting out.
Get stronger.
Alright, let's see. Run. And let's see.
I can see why they're called ruins. It doesn't even look like we can get through.
Long has it
So,
been
for
since
those
this
that don't
place
know,
received
this game
visitors.
recently just came out not that
Traversal
long
here will
ago.
undoubtedly be
I have been
treacherous.
a Star Ocean fan for
Good thing
quite a
I've
long
got you two
time.
here to show me the
This
way.
particular one is the sixth one in
We
the
are familiar
series,
with the
and
area. This is our first time
they
actually
tried to
being here.
actually, you know,
Tread
bring Star Ocean
carefully.
back to Star Ocean, ironically.
About time for a rest.
Campfire. Because if anybody played 5, yeah, there was a bit of
For engagement.
star in that ocean, but not in the typical sense. So what this does is it brings that whole fantasy meets sci-fi element back, which is what a lot of this series really boils down to. Because generically, the whole shtick with Star Ocean is kind of that
Do mind your
fish
footing.
out of water
It
story
is much safer not to stray
of
from the
either
path.
the pre-space era of people, or you know, the sword and sorcery type who don't understand technology, or the technology people who don't understand sword and sorcery. Like they understand sword, but sorcery is kind of a weird thing for them. Ooh, shoot. Ooh, that's a long fall.
I'm no expert on the regional history, but folks here don't seem too friendly.
Before the kingdom became as we know it now, this was the heart of civilization in the western part of the continent. It is said that much of the culture and knowledge that
Ooh.
served as the foundation of our kingdom was created
Almost better
in
than
this very
untimely
place.
fall.
So the riffraff left behind by the changing times wind up here, left to fend for themselves, huh? Kind of windy.
One thing I do like about the mechanics of this particular one is the when you group characters together, as far as the enemies, and you attack them, your attacks actually go through other characters. So little things like that I do enjoy. Not gonna lie. What are you? Come here, you're mine. I don't think there's anything else.
Prepare yourselves for battle.
So, yes, I am playing this on Xbox, more specifically because I don't actually have a PS5. And the PC one, from what I've seen, is it's had some issues. So, normally, I've been trying to buy more games on Steam Deck if they are able to play. But everything I've seen in the video has been, I'd call it sketchy as far as the performance I've seen prior to buying. Now the performance I'm getting, I haven't tried the flying around and stuff, but the performance I'm getting is fairly solid. level up. So I will tell you that this was definitely going to be a very combat heavy game, which I'm fine with because I like action combat games, but definitely not going to be everyone's flavor.
We have company.
I will not fall, not with my promise left unfulfilled.
Alright, this one. Jump, bank. See any treasure chests? I'm gonna grab there. Alright, so we'll go upgrade some stuff. Skill tree. What do we want to upgrade? Let's see. Chain combat. Bell ringers already upgraded, so we will upgrade the prepper. Strengthen. Good prepper. Yes.
Here we go, here we go, here we go!
Water crush. Now can I upgrade you anymore? Got enough SP. Okay. So that's combat for that. Skill tree. Bring that. And go back. Go back. Skill tree. It's 50. So all the upgrades that I can currently do are 50. So we will do this. Okay. There's that. I don't know if I have it anymore. Up, up, and away!
Nothing shall see us deterred.
And everyone died. I'm curious. I think once you get the jetpack in that they showed in a lot of the trailers, that's when you start being able to get to places like that.
Detecting. Escape pod signal above. Current position. No passenger signal identified.
Device is probably just busted. That's what I'm gonna tell myself.
Now, I'll be the first to say that I've always probably liked the Star Ocean games better than Final Fantasy. I will say I'm a Final Fantasy VII fanboy by all metrics and means. However, there are games that in that series that just aren't very good to me. I would say the one that was probably the least fun to play is, while story-wise confusing as hell, the gameplay I liked, in the fact that the magic system was different with the draw system, was Final Fantasy
Now
VIII.
let's head inside.
There is no time to lose.
Oh, won't let me explore anymore.
Please, please, please be okay.
You are right, Sandy Martin. The last time a Star Ocean came out was 2006.
Gotta be kidding me. What is it? Elena. Why?
Ray.
Why'd I have to play the hero? What's wrong with me? Why couldn't I just get in a damn escape pod? Some captain.
So yeah, the last one that came out was 2016. So to answer that specific question,
Ray!
I do have the day one version of the last game, which was Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness, which is a mouthful to say.
Production model 004213 activating. Confirmed. Life forms in need of protection.
Oh, is this the jetpack? Oh, is the jetpack?
Heck's this
This is the fun
supposed
part of the game, supposedly.
Warning. Hostile entities identified. Engaging defensive mode.
Highness, are you all right?
I believe so. But what is this?
Later. Right now, we've got company.
Detected ahead.
Honestly, I'll be the first to say the following. I didn't like 9. I know that's going to put me on kind of the minority end of that spectrum. I didn't like 9 at all. Bring battle is it letting you press right bumper? Okay, blind side capacity. So they brought back the blind side from 4. Hang on, blind side charisma themselves.
The day is ours.
Warning. Neutralized. Destroy. Threat neutralized. Destroy. Usefulness low. Threat neutralized. Destroy.
Well, actually, Sandy, the thing that turned me off about Seven was more the art style. I'm not a chibi type art style guy, so the big head, small body kind of thing just never really did anything for me. You know, for those that liked it, cool. But that was a kind of, I know it's a defining characteristic of that game, but not my style of game. Especially after the last three or the last two before that were going in the more trying to do more realistic direction. And I'm not saying Seven's original release was perfect. I mean, you know, hello blocky graphics, but for some reason it doesn't. Nine just didn't click with me as far as an art style. I mean,
Decided to bring out the big guns, huh? Get cocky.
some enemies have multiple areas you can attack, partial tail, etc. Depending on the area of damage you make. Blah, 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 blah.
For real? The hell is this? I thought it was yours.
The
More
one
like in my care
also
than
to
actually mine.
go against
Hey,
basically what I just said. The one
was
aspect
it?
I did like about
So,
Nine Sandy
what's your
was
deal?
the some animations and the artwork for things like Alexander and all the kind of
Oh,
typical
so
summons that
now
you
you
get
decide to
because
give
they
us
were
the
definitely
silent
different. Bukama and a few others.
Why, it is just marvelous. Tell me, is this some new form of semiomancy?
There's that word again. What, is it like your version of symbology or something?
Symbology.
Never mind. Anyway, thanks you two. I really appreciate it. Oh, and while I'm at it, here.
And what will you do once we part?
Well, try and figure out where my friends are for one.
These lands are vast. What will you do for lodging, for food, for survival? What if your companions are across the sea? Would you swim? To that end, Ray, I have a proposition for you. Assist us in our journey, and we shall assist you in yours.
My bag. I'll scratch
Are
yours.
you sure that's smart? Only thing you know about me is my name.
And we ought rectify that at once, for learning more about the other is sure to benefit us both.
Highness?
Albert, should Raymond agree, he will be in our care. Whatever comes of this, I shall bear the consequences. Allow me to properly introduce myself. I am Leticia Asarius, Crown Princess of Asarius. And this is Albert Bergholm, my royal retainer.
Oh, shoot. I thought he was kidding when he called you Highness.
Oh, you think us liars?
Put yourself in my shoes. Doubt you'd be saying anything differently.
Indeed. Not over far from these ruins is the village of Larset. There we shall find a quiet moment to talk.
I, might have to hold on to this for a while.
Please do. Consider it a symbol of the trust we have placed in you.
You're a random
Warning
spacefaring
already.
person that I have no idea that you fell from the sky about. I will
Well,
totally
this is a
trust you.
fine mess we found ourselves in.
Think of this as something new, something extraordinary.
This Larset place. Anywhere near here?
We should be able to reach it by...
You do realize we're running on no sleep, don't you?
If I may, I think we employ Duma. Its powers of levitation should let us skirt any dangers.
That true?
Oh, we forget they are a bashful sort. How inconsiderate of us.
So how far can I go with this?
The route and scenery are different on the return trip. Are you certain we are going in the correct direction?
There is no need for concern. This is the way, I assure you.
With nothing but... dilapidated ruins as landmarks. Even the most seasoned adventurers might get lost.
Cute scumbag. I want some of the character names for this.
It's before us!
Threat neutralized.
Live to fight another day! We must pass through this building, no?
Indeed. The interior may be complicated, so take care not to lose your way. The exit is on the southern side of the ruins.
I bet Duma could probably just zip around a building like this.
Prepare for the worst!
So Sandy, the question is, what would you say is your favorite, just role-playing game in general, doesn't have to be Western or Japanese?
Another day.
I know there's a way for me to get up there, but how? What would your favorite RPG, just in general, be? Doesn't have to be JRPG, doesn't have to be Western, no specifics. Just curious to see, what you consider your style of RPG. collecting to learn strength and skills. Sweet.
Target sighted.
Ooh, more. Give me.
Stay sharp.
Destroyed. Threat neutralized.
Well, that's over with. Enemies up ahead. Get cut.
You shall see us deterred. We are nearing the exit of the ruins.
I will say the load times really aren't that bad. I thought I expected kind of worse.
We must
Be
pass
truly
southbound through
honest.
this forest in order to reach Larset village, must we not?
Yes. If we continue southeast from here, we should be near the place where we first met.
That's up. Well, if it's on the way, mind if we stop by my pod for a sec?
Of course. Let us be off then.
Threat neutralized.
Record Last War, Final Fantasy 6-5, Dragon's Dogma, Divinity Original Sin, Turtle City, Chrono Cross. I thought I was eclectic. Actually, you know, there's one game that I wish they would do something with Sandy, and that was actually from Sega. I wish they would actually, what is it? Resonance of Fate, or Edge of Eternity, as it's also known as. I mean, it got like a, you know, a 4K remaster, remake, or whatever. But it's still not the same.
Destroyed. Threat neutralized.
The enemy is before us.
I hear ya.
I'm not gonna say Resonance of Fate had the best like storyline ever. Really kind of convoluted, not gonna lie, but the gameplay was hella fun.
About time for a rest.
Ironically, I just got rid of my copy of Skies of Arcadia. Not the GameCube version, the Dreamcast version, but another series that Sega never did anything with.
Well,
I'd
that's
say
over
I'm
with.
shocked, but not really.
We must pass through the forest to reach La Sec village. Time offers us no respite.
I know. I'll be quick about it. We have company. Guess we're in for a fight.
We live to fight another day.
It should be just a little ways more to the east.
Ooh, best system? Ugh. I don't know. There's some great games on it, I won't lie. All the stuff I did like. Though there are some questionable games on there. One of my favorite games is actually, I think it's called, what's the full name? Is it Got Sword of Berserk or something like that? Or Rage of Berserk, or, you know. I don't remember the exact title of it, but it was one of those games that they did a lot of stuff right.
No threats detected.
I mean, honestly, we're just strictly going by like what I think is the best system that doesn't get a lot of credit. I'm gonna go with the Vita, honestly. There's a lot of stuff that console did right that it doesn't get a lot of credit that it should. That's what it was. I know there was a title, I just didn't remember the title.
Let me call my brother real quick before we head out. Antonio, do you read me?
Ray, loud and
Well, there are
clear.
games like, so
anyone
for
in the
like,
pod?
the reason I said the Vita, because you
No,
had games that
just
were
freight.
amazing,
It
like
was one of the pods
Killzone
Elena
Mercenaries.
ejected right before the
which
Aegis
is-
went down.
I mean, you're talking
Wait,
literally it's
she
using the
did the ejecting.
PS3 Killzone 3 engine
I don't want to hear it,
on a portable.
okay? As the ship's
And the games that
captain,
were
I have to
specifically
assume
developed for the
everyone on
Vita,
crew's safe until
fun
accounted
as
for,
heck.
right?
Because the same thing even goes true with
For now, I'm gonna look for Chloe, and I'm gonna do it with
you know,
the two
with this
from
thing
yesterday.
with the Wii U. Like,
Think you can trust them?
Does it matter? I need them.
did
Even
it
if
did
I
it have the
didn't,
most
they're
amazing
reasonable
games
people.
ever?
Plus,
No.
they saved my life.
The ones that
That's enough for
specifically
me.
were designed for the
All
system
right.
are fantastic.
I'm gonna try to get to you as
You know,
fast as I
Xenoblade
can.
Chronicles X,
Tell Dad not to lose any hair over it, will you?
even Ninja Gaiden
Too late.
3 Razor's
He
Edge
already
is
has
fantastic
the
on
fact
that. I
that
used
you
to,
called
me
me
and one of my
Phil,
friends,
and not
that was
him.
our go-to game up to like last
Parents, man.
year. The Call of Duty games aren't even
Hey,
terrible
Ray,
on it.
Before you go, let me talk with your two traveling companions.
Hey, my bro says he wants to talk with you guys.
Hello?
Yes?
Yesterday, I was pretty upset and said some pretty rude things to you. Apologies for not doing this face to face. I'd like to make a fresh start. My name is Antonio Lawrence, Raymond's
Antonio
older
Lawrence.
brother.
Is that related to
Sir
Martin Lawrence?
Antonio, my name is Leticia Asarius. And with me is...
Albert Bergholm, sir.
Miss Osarius, Mr. Bergholm. I'm sure Raymond here comes off as a strange and weird man. But please, look look after my little brother for me? The Lord's
So no, for me,
family comes from
honestly,
a long
the
line
three
of
most
well-known
underrated consoles are the
merchants.
Vita, the Dreamcast, and the Wii
We
U.
always
Those
pay our debts.
those are my three like underrated consoles.
Nothing to fear, sir. We shall do our utmost to ensure the safety of your brother.
I appreciate it. Ray, try not to be too much of an annoyance to your new friends. Good luck. Over and out.
You are loved.
I wish, but nah, you just can't help treating me like a kid. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to sleep in a bed. Let's get going.
Agreed. Let us depart.
Agreed, let us depart.
Come on, let's make our way to that village.
Right.
Can I fight? Can I fight? Can I fight? Wanna fight? Wanna fight? Wanna fight things? Wanna fight things? You want me to fight things?
Initiate emergency brake.
Gotcha! I will not fall. Not with my promise left unfulfilled.
Let's see. Yeah, oh man, you know, the Wii U is one of those consoles that had so much potential that just because of Nintendo's marketing, they couldn't figure it out how to, you know, utilize that uniqueness. Next level. Do. So then, Sandy, if you still have your Wii U, what would you say is your favorite game on it? Doesn't have to be exclusive, just played. I would totally agree with you on that. The blades, the dolls, whatever they're originally supposed to be called. Obviously the mechs, like who doesn't like roaming that giant landscape? Being able to just kind of, you know, roll around in mechs. I guess the only problem that I have with Chronicles is kind of I like the need to explore. because it ties into the game. I also hate the need to explore because it blocks me from story content. And I will say, out of the Xenoblade games, that is probably the one with the weakest story, overall story, I should say. But as far as open world exploration, best game in the series.
Neutralized. Neutralized.
I can't see squat in here with all these trees. Hey, are we going the right way?
We are. Stay on this course.
The forest is teeming with danger. Remain vigilant. Enemies.
Prepare for the worst. Prevail.
Yeah, the Monster Hunter 3, I guess remaster, remake, whatever you want to call it, honestly, was fantastic on the Wii U. I love that.
For engagement.
Like I said, there's a lot of games on specifically on the Wii U that I like. Yeah, great. Control batteries away. So for anyone looking into this game, now this is on the Series X, I will say one particular thing. Make sure, for the love of God, that you have enough hard drive space on your Xbox Series X. Because if you upgrade this, it's like a 65 gig download. Just saying. It's like a 20 gig install for like normal. Where did I put my battery? Yeah, it's a big game. In fairness, though, Halo 5 installed is 98 gigs, so there was that. And one of the other games I got rid of was 117. Then, like, if you download, like, I have the Royal Edition for 15, and it's like 107 gigs with all the DLC and everything installed. So it's not a small game. Even last gen games are massively big. This one I put those. Honestly, Sandy, there are a lot of days I would like to forget about 15 as well. So there's a couple of Chinese RPGs that I had been playing, and kid you not, I think they are probably better than Final Fantasy 15. And I'm not saying 15 is like this, oh my god, horrible game, or, you know, like a lot of people would be. I'm just saying, as a Final Fantasy game, it is terrible. I'd much rather play 13 and its sequels. I know that comment for some people is like downright heresy, but if you look at 15 and the way the structure of the story being told, it is haphazard at best. Because you only got like a third of the story. Without the Royal Edition.
Sweet.
But the Royal Edition shouldn't be necessary for a story-based game.
The enemy is before us.
I hear ya. Sweet.
Alright, time to upgrade some stuff. Equipment, weapons, accessories. Well, make sure you go. You can catch me every week on, Tux Digital too. Go if you want to hear some extra content that is more Linux related. You can go to the Linux Out Loud podcast. And I'm glad you like the content. I'm not gonna lie, I know my content's not for everybody, and that's totally fine. I'm very much an old school YouTuber. I've been doing this crap way too long for me to give a flying rat's ass about other people's worries about what shit I'm doing here.
Stay down.
I don't think they've gone into the symbology stuff yet. It looks like it's still... Yeah, there's the Duma. Yeah, I'm assuming the X'd out part is for, Oh, wow! They actually let you save anywhere. That's not... no, I think symbology is still locked out. At least for the moment.
Let's get to it.
Usefulness. Love. Use threat. Neutralized.
A win indeed.
Not with my promise left unfulfilled.
Yeah, I'm assuming the lock there on the top here is for symbology.
If we continue on our southward course, we should depart the forest.
Excellent. The village is just beyond it then?
Unfortunately not. It will take us some time to pass through the Larkus region.
And actually, you know what? There's one game that I really did like on the Switch that doesn't get a lot of credit. Not the Switch, on the Wii U that doesn't get a lot of credit, and it is actually Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE. Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei meets Fire Emblem. Our problem is I don't flinch either way.
We are now entering the Larkus region. Come, let us continue to the south.
Right, let's go. Much easier without all the trees, too.
Agreed.
Though
This is
the weird
ideal
thing is,
terrain for
ironically,
walking.
I'm not a big Shin Megami Tensei fan. I know a lot of people like them because the gameplay itself it's not hard, but challenging. And I guess for me, I'm just getting to the point now where I just like I'll indulge in the gameplay and that kind of stuff, but I'm not gonna fight a game in order to play a game
Stay sharp. Dead ahead.
unless it's a fighting game.
Jump on him.
Threat neutralized.
Yeah, ow, 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 ow.
Destroyed.
And ironically, I am a fighting game fan. I suck at fighting games, but I'm a fighting game fan.
Your Highness, the village of Larset lies to our west.
West, indeed.
Oh boy, can't wait to kick my feet.
It
And take a
really
hot
depends. So
I second the latter.
I'd actually have to fire up my Steam Deck to figure out what fighting games I currently have. I haven't played Guilty Gear Strive yet, but I was a fan of, I think it was a Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2, King of Fighters 14, 14/15, whatever the one before the newest one came out. There's a few other ones. I like Tekken. I have Tekken Tag too on the Wii U. Blaze Blue comes to mind. There's one called Blade Strangers, which takes kind of a bunch of characters from indie games and puts them in a game. So that's been kind of interesting. I'm trying to remember what else I got for fighting games. Obviously, I have Tekken 7, but I hate the way they've done the... I hate the way they've... a lot of the fighting games have done the DLC. I have DOA 5 on PS3, I have DOA 6 on PS4. Again, I just hate the way they've done dirty the DLC stuff. Actually, one of my favorite games that doesn't get a lot of credit is actually Dissidia NT. At least on PS4, not the free edition nonsense that they do on PC.
Sweet! Enemies up ahead!
Steady, everyone! Threat neutralized. Destroy. Live to fight another day. Danger.
Use items in battle. Gonna totally be that guy. During combat, you can only use for a chain combo. As far as who my favorite is, I'm a 7 fanboy, so Sephiroth all the way.
Destroy. Go. Neutralized.
Though I will say the thing I like,
Attend to. Stay sharp.
the one thing I do like about Kefka is the fact that there's not many games where you literally end up having the bad guy win at the start of the game. So, as far as fighting games, to answer that particular question, let's see. Be more in your library. So right now I'm on my... I gotta check my Steam Deck, honestly. Freeze time with stop mode. You can take your time, use items. Okay. So you'll probably... Alright, so as far as fighting games, we have, let's see, I have all the Blaze Blue games that are currently out. From, you know, the original to the current. I actually own them a couple of different times. So, fighting games, let's see. I actually need to do a better job of organizing these games. We got Blade Stranger, we got Blaze Blue, Calamity Trigger, we got, I believe that's Phantasm Extended, then we have Cross Tag, and then we have Continuum Shift. So I have all the Blaze Blue games currently, anyway. I'm sure there's going to be other games that I missed that I have on here. I have over 1,000 games on Steam, so trying to actually remember what games I actually have, not always the easiest. Let's see. Guilty Gear. I've got the Gear Exurb Rev 2. I've got the Gear Exurb, the original. Then I think it goes to King of Fighters is the next one I have. Yep, King of Fighters 13 and 14. I'm kind of picky on my fighters, though. Like, there's a certain art style that I really do like when it comes to fighting games. I guess you could say it falls more into that tropey anime style, but it's just more my preferred way of gaming, honestly. I mean, then I have a few other games like Vanguard Princess and whatnot. A lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, X, Y, or Z game doesn't have netcode, etc., etc. I honestly don't care. Honestly, to each their own as far as that. I'm more of a, I just want to play and have fun when it comes to fighters. I'm not mad, crazy serious like with the online like a lot of other players are. I was one of the Lex beta testers and they fucked me. Yeah, that's Capcom for you though. I mean, that doesn't really surprise me. I mean, I don't know if you can consider them fighting games, but I do enjoy some of the WWE 2K games because they're monotonous more than anything else, and you know, the creative wrestler stuff is fun. Yeah, I think that's about it. Like, I really don't have. I do have Tekken, like Tekken 7 and stuff, and like I said, Vanguard Princess is another one that I have. No, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, that was the other one. But that has more to do with the fact that there's actually, you know, things like X-Men actually in that particular one. That's why I want to like Street Fighter, but for me, I just can't. So I honestly haven't bought a 2K game since I think 19, so I can't really say whether or not one of them worked better than the other now. I know 20 was an
Our
abysmal
said village is not
disaster.
far now.
I haven't looked at 2K22 lately, as far as that has more to do with me just waiting for a decent sale on them. So in other words, by the time 23 comes out, I'll probably end up buying it. I'm not quite like my co-host Nate, who is a retro gamer, but on the wrong end. He still thinks it's 1999 at best.
Whew. Made it at last.
You must be exhausted. Shall we retire to the inn?
Don't you think we should hide that thing? Kinda makes us stand out.
I do not think it an issue, as it closely resembles a semiomancer's orb, such as the one over there.
A semiomancer's orb, huh? Alright then.
Besides, I would like to prioritize our lodgings. A nice rest will do us all some good.
And actually, the funny thing is, Sandy, one of my favorite games that doesn't get a lot of credit is the SAO games. Except for Lost Song. Lost Song's terrible. And Hollow Fragment, while good for the PSP, not so good on PC. But if you want some underappreciated games, you can usually get like Hollow Realization, and you can get Fatal Bullet. Even Alicization Licorice, the deluxe edition, fairly cheaply now. I would definitely say they are worth getting if you can. Oh, you can talk to people. That's a change.
Where's Jim? He's the cutest cat in town.
Sweet!
Oh. Go down the hole. Actually, so if you wanted, I don't know if you watched the anime at all for that, but if you want to have that Alfheim online where the fairies flying, all that stuff, the best game to actually get out of that series is Excel World versus SAO, because it gives you 3D flight and everything else. So like kind of like in this game where you can have that third dimension of height. It gives you that, and the combat's actually it's simplistic enough that it's not gonna make you want to bash your head off a wall.
Sweet!
But there is a nice level of depth to it still, too. And not gonna lie, you can usually get them pretty cheap too. Now, I'm assuming strictly Linux gamer, as far as like platforms you game on, or do you have consoles and stuff besides just PC gaming? And I use that encompassingly, PS4, PS5, Xbox, whatever system floats your boat. Supposedly something here, but where? Ah, there you go.
Sweet! We have arrived.
We've arrived. Dreamcast, PS3, and Wii U. So, some recommendations for... I don't know how deep into the PS3 RPG log you went. Out of curiosity. Because that's a pretty deep well to go into before somebody went stupid on their, you know, way of doing things. Gotta turn my webcam back on. Oopsie. Oh no, no. I'm going far deeper than that. So, people's always wondered how big my PS3 stuff is. Well, let me move all this. Yeah. So. So do know, this is all PS4 stuff. So all this back here is PS3. It's about the same on the side of the PS4. So we have Fairy Pants out. We have let's see, Residents of Fate. Aqua Pizzazz is one of the fighters I liked. Record Agriculture 2, Tales of Exilia 2, Tales of Exilia. Underappreciated gem, Spider-Man Well Shadows. If you're a fan of Spider-Man comics, great game. OG Valkyria Chronicles. on the original platform. Let's see, what else we got here? What else is actually back here? Final Fantasy 10, 10 2, HD, Final Fantasy 13. The Awakened Fate, Ultimatum, Art of Surge, Ode to an Unborn Star, 13-2, Last Rebellion, Persona 4 Arena, Dragon Guard 3, Chain of Arms, Persona 5, the original, Trinity Souls, Zilla Willow, Red Contracts, and ironically Star Ocean, Lightning Returns. So yeah. Now I'm gonna put all these back. Oh. And I do have that. Oh, I forgot. I have Natural Doctor, but I have that on my 3. The ironic thing is, I do have most of these already on PC. And I get the question fairly frequently about why I buy physical games when I already own them on PC. And the reason is quite simple. I own physical games. So when I don't have my PC, or things, break, internet's down, I'm not tied to the internet. Oh. One game that does not get a lot of love, and ironically I don't have it on PS4 and Xbox. If I can find it. Another game that does not get a lot of credit. If you don't view it as a Chronicles game, it's actually quite good. Also a game that works fantastic on Linux platform. So, yes, I do have big, important games too. PS4 for me, specifically, has been more about RPGs than anything else. I do have, some of the crappy games, I have like a Madden 18, it's kind of that deal. just appreciate this, just give them the console before any remakes came out. The less emo cloud. Yes, or I'll go back up. Because I mean, if we want to get into what I own on PS4, I own a whole hell of a lot. As far as JRPGs. But we're not here to talk about my physical one. Though I do have, certain games on other systems that most people would not have a clue what they are. Unless they've owned it or played it. So what I mean by that is, I didn't. Well, you're correct, because like I do have the original Resonance of Fate or End of Eternity, but I went and bought the 4K physical edition remaster, and if you look at the back, that is definitely Japanese. Actually, it has English voice and menus and stuff though. So if we're talking what I have just in those, we got Tales of Berseria, Vikings, Mobile Midgard, Digimon World, Next Order, Dokiden 2, Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, Mass Effect, Divinity Original Sin, Miracles Valkyrie, China Rose and Sure Frame, Akira Chronicles 4, Star Ocean 5, End of Eternity, Final Fantasy Persona 5, Tokyo Revolution, Lost Child Make the Quick Tets, Exist Archive, Felix, Legend of Heroes, Transpost 4, Bloodborne, Deus Ex Mankind, God of War, Future Past, Last Recode for Hacked Sign, Dust Diver, Guardian 3, haven't probably missing some here. Guardian 2, Rage Burst, Picketing, Kiwami, Shadows Awakening, Digimon, Cyber Sleuth, 1 and 2, Sakura Wars, Code Vein, SAO, Fatal Bullet, SAO, Isolation 0, Licorice, Grand Kingdom, Monster Hunter World, all the Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy 15, and I think that's it. Way too many. Which game for on the local collector's market? Just out of curiosity.
Anyone home?
Welcome.
Sure, I'll eat having it. Oh, End of Eternity.
Feel free to rest here.
Actually, so where are you located? Just out of curiosity. General location doesn't have to be specific. Yeah, unfortunately, because I had originally got mine from Play Asia, so. General enough. I know where you meant. I might be American, but I'm not stupid American. I actually understand where, geography and stuff. And trust me, I grew up close enough to Canada. I'm originally from Maine, so we're Canada light for a lot of people. Though it depends on how you view Quebecians. Whereas we would call them in Maine Acadians, because there's Spanglish for us, which is an intermix of English and Spanish, and then there's Frenchy English, which where they just decided to speak all French just to be assholes. And they speak English. And then they'll throw an occasional English word in there. That is rather really complicated just to be dicks. I grew up a little past. You're practically from Brunswick. I mean, you're not wrong. There was a boat from Portland that used to go to Falmouth, Nova Scotia every day. So I've been to Canada a few times. I went to Montreal City. I've been to Toronto. I've been to Nova Scotia. I've been to New Brunswick. I don't know. Hey, the French side of that whole area is weird. So Canadian bacon was right. I mean, the movie with John Candy. Plugged in, but still discharging. That's rather good question. All I remember from that movie is the giant, all the making fun of Canadian things on the side of the van in the box truck they're driving in English, and they get pulled over by the Royal Mounted Police, or was it RMPC, and he gets pulled over and it's like, you have to write it in French too. Those are the two things I remember from that movie. That and towards the end where they're running up the, I think it's the CN Tower or whatever it's called now.
That's the kind of meal that makes you glad to be alive. All right, so where do you want to begin?
First, would you mind telling us whence you hail?
If you thought I said some weird stuff before, brace yourself. I'm from another world, one that's far, far away in the sky.
Another world, you say?
Another world, you say? It's like going to Quebec. Hey, I don't know. I'm just a dumb American.
Far away in the sky?
You know, like how you can cross a mountain to get to another village, or the ocean to get to another continent.
The big Space Needle looking
If you
thing,
fly
you
high
know.
enough, you can cross the sky and reach other worlds.
Like the stars? Which star do you call home?
Whoa now. One, it's a planet, not a star.
I've been called so
You
many
can't see
things
it
that,
from
like,
here.
being called a dumb American would not be the worst thing I've
Heard
been
something
called.
so asinine.
Well, that's because people on planets like yours don't usually learn this for a couple hundred more years.
I find stereotypes
Anyway,
like
my job
that
is to transport
and
cargo between
self-deprecation rolled
planets.
into
And
it
we now know
makes it
Duma
for a more
was my
fun,
cargo.
like, I just don't care
My
attitude.
vessel, the Aegis, was attacked by
And
another
generically, I
planet's
really
battleship,
just don't care.
and I was forced to flee here. Right now,
I haven't
I'm
traveled
looking for a
the
crew
world,
member,
but I've
Chloe.
traveled enough
Gotta be
of the
traipsing about
world
here
to
somewhere.
at least have a world
Oddly
view.
lackadaisical way of describing being lost in an unknown land.
She's got a good head on her shoulders, and she's great with languages.
No, I meant just playing into the
roughing it a little
stereotype
won't
because
bother
people are
her.
like, oh, he's just going to be a stupid American because that's the
And
generic
now,
worldview
I'd like
on
you
Americans
to
that we're
answer
idiots
something for
because,
me.
well, look at our political system.
What's a princess doing sneaking around outside her castle with only one bodyguard in tow?
Though, in fairness, from what I've seen
Because I too am looking for someone.
from various sources
Per my
that actually live in
intelligence, at
Canada
one
that I
point,
know,
he was seen
y'all got some of
entering
your own
Doom
issues as well,
ruins.
so no place is
Therefore,
perfect.
I have a proposition. In return for helping in your search for Chloe, I would like you to assist us in ours.
Sure, but I don't know how much help I'll be. I'm not even from here.
The person we seek is hardly congenial, but he is inquisitive. Your presence
Oh, it's
will
like
be
I have
more
a friend that lives up in
persuasive than any
Edmonton.
argument we can make.
Then I got a
Sounds like I got my work
couple
cut
of people
out
that
for
I
me.
know that live in and around
Perhaps
Toronto.
some further information would help. His name is Midas Felgreed. He was a former Meister, one of the 3 most accomplished semiomancers in all of Asarius.
Like somewhere in town, so maybe there's on a private action. Change depending on how private actions go. Choose wisely. Keep it to your friendships.
I don't really want to run around looking for a semiomancer. At the same time, I don't know anything about this planet, so I'm not gonna find Chloe on my own. What do you think? Yeah, finally get to a bed
No,
where I
shut
can't even
off.
sleep. Maybe a walk will tire me out.
Oh? You looking for a match? Fine then.
Hello, nothing on the exploration in the building.
Hey.
I am simply...
Hey, buddy, we're traveling companions.
Silence your tongue!
Mm-hmm. It's late, so silence your tongue a bit. Okay?
Her Highness attracts much attention. Outwards, it may be best
So
for
you don't
royalty
be your
to be
ill.
cordial with commoners.
You know you're not gonna change her by being the uptight one.
The issue...
Listen,
Her Highness said she could not sleep, so she went walking. I must be prepared to aid her should anything...
I see. You're very diligent.
It is my sworn duty as a king's guard. Now go sleep instead of loitering about like some laggard. You bother me.
Yeah, that's real nice. Damn, man. You don't have to be so ruthless.
Yes, yes, you do. Be as ruthless as necessary.
He's the cutest.
Sweet!
Is something wrong? Trouble sleeping?
Yeah, a little. I've been taking walks till I get tired.
My apologies. I should not be burdening
Maybe
you
she
with our
should,
troubles.
you know, get out of the palace
Hey,
a
I'm
little
the one
more
who said we
often
should
so
join
she
up.
doesn't act
I would
all
have
royal
never
all
been
the
able
time.
to take care of food and lodging by
It's a
myself.
mannerisms thing
So don't
too.
be shy. Let me help you too.
Well, if you insist on it then.
Atta girl. We don't need more than one negative Nelly around, and Albert's got us covered there.
I am the reason he remains so troubled. Please try not to think ill of him.
No. I know. I guess he's been through a lot, right? All those worries would turn anyone's smile upside down.
Do you feel no need to inquire, to fill in said details?
Where we are is within the kingdom, and Albert's always wary of the Empire. The princess of said kingdom is sneaking around looking for a banished wise man. I can imagine said details. There's bound to be bumps in the road ahead. Let's at least enjoy the quiet while we can, princess.
Might I then ask something of you?
Sure, name it.
Could you refrain from calling me by my royal title and use only my name?
I gotta think that's gonna make Albert a little mad.
Yes, well, we are undercover, and this would make things enjoyable for me. Do you agree, Ray?
Yep, gotcha.
Excellent. Now, with that off my chest, I do believe I shall return and rest. You would do well to do the same.
You got it. Good night, Leticia.
Yes. Have a good night, Ray.
Dun, dun, dun.
Alrighty, let's head back to the inn. Oh, and hey, do you think I could keep...
Of course. Consider...
Sounds good. Gotta be ready for anything around. Alright.
Are you unable to sleep, Ray?
Raymond. Oh, hey, look. Being a vandalizer.
You want to face off?
I guess that's their triple triad.
Anyone
game.
home?
Rest,
Been a while
yes.
since I got a good night's rest.
Yeah, Triple Triage is the one that this is the first one that just came to mind. That's all. Not gonna lie.
Morning. Before we head out,
See, if there's one thing I hate about certain elements is this way of storytelling. I'd rather have cutscenes. Ah, no, Steam Deck, go off.
just wanted to thank you again. So, thanks, Letitia, Albert.
Good morning to you too, Ray.
So, where exactly are we headed? I kind of forgot.
The mining town of Delric, which lies far to the south. Once we reach it, we can take stock of our situation.
Oh, right. Sorry, this is the first time I've had a good night's sleep in a while. I'm still not quite with it yet.
Then you'll have yourself to blame if you are attacked.
How is it, Jack? All right, so I'm gonna call it a day with the stream. Thanks for joining. Much appreciated. We'll probably do another one at some point, but not right. I don't know when. If you want, you can catch some of my other content every week on Linux Out Loud over on the Tux Digital Network. You know, the folks that do the Destination Linux podcast and all that jazz. You can catch me over there on Linux Out Loud, and you can catch my gaming related stuff on their website and their network for GameSphere, and which I usually stream about once a week. It's usually on Mondays around 9. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you subscribe to, the Tux Digital Network YouTube channels. Subscribe to the GameSphere channel. I tend to the focus over there is more budget friendly, because the video game consumer, we all have limited funds. We're not the bottomless wallet every gacha game seems to think we are. So I will catch you guys on the next one. All right, bye.